guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing a story time while I do my makeup, so let's just get straight into it. Okay, so today's story time is kind of a juicy one. It's one that I'm not quite out of though yet. So basically, I have a baby. I had a baby 5 months ago, and I love her so much. I will protect her with my whole entire life, no matter what, no matter who I have to cut off, no matter, no matter the situation. Let's just get that out the way to start ourselves off. I was living with my mom at her apartment because my apartment had burnt, unfortunately. So that was a very unfortunate situation. It was like when I had barely found out I was pregnant. Like I was like maybe a month or two. So I was like, damn, that actually sucks. So my brother is currently locked up, right? So she would talk to him on the phone and stuff and whatever. And yeah, basically she ended up talking to this guy. She started talking to this guy that was in there, and she had always mentioned how she would never talk to an inmate and stuff. I'm not saying all inmates are bad, okay? Like you'll get the point when I tell a story. So this person's been in and out of jail his whole life. His mom doesn't really keep up with him anymore. Anyways, we're not gonna talk too much about him. Like I was like, okay, like if she's just passing time, whatever, like she can talk to whoever she wants. Like my dad passed away 5 years ago, like like she can talk to whoever she wants. But I never thought she was gonna take this guy seriously, right? Because like she always said she wanted better in life and like whatever, So we move in or whatever, and at this time, like she's just doing her, like, doing her, whatever. So tell me why, let's blend this. Tell me why one day she brings up like, oh, like I think I'm gonna give him this address. Keep in mind they had only been talking or kind of dating. I don't know if they're dating yet, but they had been like talking or whatever for like maybe 2 months, not even that long. And I was like, what? Like, huh? Like she didn't even talk to us about it because it's me, my boyfriend, and my mom, my baby, obviously. She didn't talk to us about it or anything, so it was kind of like huh? Okay, so then keep in mind, at this point, she had only told me, right? She didn't sit down and talk to us like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this and this. Like, no. Like, keep in mind, we all pay rent. So, like, you figure that would be the best way to go on about it. But no, she didn't bring it up to my boyfriend or anything. She just kind of said it, like, out of nowhere. And I was just like, And then I asked her, like, what about my brother? Because I'm pretty sure if two people are going to come out, like, on probation, or this guy is getting parole, I was like, I'm pretty sure if like they're gonna come out like that, two people that were inmates, like they cannot live in the same spot, like So I was like, what about my brother? And she's like, oh, like he gives the address to our old apartment. Like I'm pretty sure that they check like the address and they check out where you're gonna live. Like they're not just you can't just give them an address like, oh, okay, you're gonna live there, cool. Like we're not gonna check it out, we're just gonna trust your word on it and like trust that it's a good place. Like I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, right, yeah. So then I mentioned it to my boyfriend, and he's like, oh fuck no. Like he's a very blunt person, and he cusses a lot. So like he cusses a lot, but like not to be mean, it's just the way he talks. Cause like when he grew up, like they cussed a lot, so like that's just the way he talks. So then one day, like she mentioned it to my boyfriend, and we decided to have a talk with her. I'm not a very vocal person, so he did most of the talking, right? And he's like, no, like we have our baby, we have our daughter, we don't know him, we don't know what he's into, like we just don't know him. Like we'll leave if that's gonna be the case. And she kind of got upset, and she just kind of looked down, and she's like, well, no, I'll find out where I'm gonna go and like all this other stuff, right? So I was like, okay, like if that's like the way you want to go about it, like it's really up to you, you know. She's like, I'll just find a place for us, like her and him. And I was like, okay. Like, and to me, I took that as like she has to live her life, you know, like she's getting old, whatever. I totally get that part, but like the fact that you're gonna like choose this guy over, like, you know, like over everything, it was just kind of sus to me. So then time went on, she started to see this other guy, and I don't know if she ever broke up with the inmate guy, but yeah, she said she did, or she said it was over, whatever. So then she's talking to this guy, and then she was planning to move out to Dallas. I think it was Dallas. So I was like, oh, like that sounds like good, like, you know, he can support you and like whatever, you can do your own thing, make your own money, like that's cool, that's good for you, like that's a good, like you guys seem to have like this good plan. So I was like, okay, cool. So I was fine. And then she finally asked me like, what did you think about the guy that was in jail? And I go, it's just, you deserve better. I don't know him, I don't like know, like he's been in and out of jail, like I don't know, like I just didn't like him for you personally, like I think you deserve better. So she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you told me, and this and that, like I just want you to talk to me. So I was like, okay, cool, like we're good, like everything's good. But keep in mind, she was still visiting this guy, and she like the visits that she was going to, like she would tell me about them, because either he was mad or she was mad, or they were arguing or something, like, or he was accusing her of something. So I was like, okay, like I don't know why you're still visiting him, but I mean, at least, like, you know, I know that you're not gonna be with him, because I just believe she deserved better. Come to find out, her next visit that she went with him, she didn't even tell me about it, okay? I didn't even know she had gone to visit him. But I have her location, so I had like checked, because I was trying to see if she was coming home yet. And what's it called? So I was like, okay. And then I see she's there at the fucking jail, and I was like, weird. I thought this wasn't like a thing anymore, but like, okay. Basically, she came home and everything. She seemed happy, and she didn't even tell me that she had gone. Like, it's not her responsibility to tell me that she went, you know. But it's just like, you said you weren't seeing him anymore, and like, I feel like I sound controlling right now, but I'll like explain more to you guys right now. And basically, yeah, she didn't tell me. I didn't really find out until she started like talking. My tia had came over, and she started talking about him again, like if they're gonna be together, and like this and that. And then she came to talk to me, I think the day before, and she was like, oh, like he had already given them the address when he was at the annex, and the parole came to come look around, and she said just around the yard. And then she goes, it's a good, she goes, I had just cleaned the yard like the day before, so I guess it's a good thing. And I was like, I go, he has to come here? She's like, yeah, he had already given them the address and all this other stuff. And I was like, so me and my boyfriend just kind of looked at each other, and we're like, the fuck? So then she's like, yeah, but I can't just take him off the address, like I have to go to court, and it takes like 8 months. And she goes, by the time that comes, he's already gonna be out, so like it's pointless. I was like, what do you mean pointless? Like literally, what do you mean it's not pointless? Like, we don't want him here. And so then a couple days pass. And she's like, oh, she tells me and my boyfriend, oh, the inmate guy, that he wants to talk to us. And my boyfriend's like, no, like, I don't want to talk to him. I have nothing to say to him. Like, we don't want him here. And we basically explained to her why we don't want him here. We told her, like, we have a daughter. We don't know what he's into. We don't know what he's like. We don't know him. You barely know him, you know? Like, we're not going to risk it. Because he said, because I've been through some shit, guys. Honestly, I have. I don't talk about it too much on here. I do plan to talk about it. It's just, I feel like I just haven't felt like talking about it. But I've been through a lot of stuff that I didn't have to go through, and could have totally been prevented. So me and him plan to do as much as we can to prevent what happened to me, for it not to happen to our daughter, because what happened to me, it honestly, I will say it did like ruin my life. Like it ruined a lot of things for me, and it ruined who I am as a person. Not anymore, but like when I was going through it and like a little bit after, it just ruined a lot for me. I just had so much trauma that I just didn't know how to, you know. And I don't know, so I don't see it as me kind of being way too I don't see it as me being way too overprotective. I just think that I have an obligation to protect my daughter, and I will do everything and anything possible for her not to even know like the things that I went through, you know, and for her not to even go through that one bit, because I love her so much, and I just couldn't imagine having to hear her tell me that she went through that. And you know, like, it's just, I'm doing my best to prevent that from happening. And I don't know this person. I don't owe this person the right to be in my life or my daughter's life. If my mom wants to see him, like, she's gonna see him, but just not while we're here. Not like, we will definitely leave if that were to, like, if that were to happen. If he were to come here, we're gonna leave. Like, no ands, if, or buts. He goes on to say like, oh, it's my life, like I've been by myself for 5 years and I deserve to be with somebody, and like this and that. So my boyfriend's like, yeah, you definitely deserve to be with somebody, like, you know, but that doesn't mean we have to be a part of it. Like, that's just not, we don't want this for our daughter. Like, we don't, and we don't want to risk anything. Like, it could be prevented by us leaving or by, you know, him not coming here. So we want to prevent that as much as possible, because that's just who we are going to be as parents. Like, we don't want to be too overprotective, but I feel like this isn't being too overprotective. It's taking preventative measures, because we just don't know this person. Like, after we had like, he had that talk, she went to her room, changed, and left, right? So I was like, okay. Well, come to find out, she had gone to my grandma's and my tia was there, and she went and told them like that my boyfriend was saying fuck this and fuck that and fuck no and blah blah blah. And then she proceeds to tell them that, he goes, it's because she brought up names. Like, so everybody, my family knows what happened to me and stuff, but she brought it up like, if she goes, I don't want, she said that my boyfriend said that, oh, I don't want him to do what this person did to me when I was younger. And like, she brought up like names, and we didn't even bring up no names. We were just like, we're just trying to prevent it as much as possible. We don't know him. Like, that's the whole point. We don't fucking know him. Like that upset me, because I was like, there's no way you can make yourself seem like the victim in this one, because like, I don't know. Like, I personally don't know. I've already said how I felt about it. Like, I told her how I felt about it, and we don't want to live under the same roof as him. Like, but like, every time we're like, no, we'll leave, she's like, no, like, I'll just find my own place. Like, okay. But then she goes and like, she tells like my tia and stuff, and I feel like she wants us to be the bad people so bad, because she wants to make it seem like her seeing him is a good idea. I just don't think it's a good idea, like, in any way, shape, or form. But I mean, if that's what she wants, that's what she wants, right? And then on top of that, she didn't even really want to show us his background. She's like, oh, he just has like drugs on there and stuff. Like, okay, like, what makes you think like we want that around our daughter? I know other stuff that he has on there, because little birdie told me, and I just have my ways of finding out stuff. And the things he has on there, I don't trust it. I don't want my daughter around it, like, you know. And my daughter, I love her so much. And I vowed to myself that I would protect her innocence as much as I possibly could. And I would just, you okay. Like, I will protect her as much as I possibly can. And in this situation, I can protect her. I can stop it from happening before it happens. Meaning, like, I don't know what type of person this is, okay? Like, I don't care if that makes me sound like way too overprotective, but I don't know what type of person this is. I don't plan to know what type of person this is. Yeah, like, I don't really know what is not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. Like, it's just not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. Huh, baby? We're standing on business. I feel like there was so much more to this story, but I just don't want to air completely everything out. But yeah, like, I just feel like I shouldn't be pressured into letting somebody in the place where I live. And I get it's not only me, but also you can't just make a decision to move somebody in here when you don't even talk to the other people paying the rent. And also it just bothers me because I just feel like my brother's gonna get out, I think, in 4 months. This other person's gonna get out in December. So my brother's gonna get out before him. What makes me upset is that my brother's right now under rehab, right? What makes me upset is if the parole board or whatever, well, my brother didn't get parole, so I don't know if it goes to the same board, but he's gonna get probation. So what makes me upset is I don't even know, like, if they're gonna allow him to even come here, because that guy already has his address, this address, with the parole board. So, like, how's that gonna work? Like, you know, like, there's a lot that she didn't think about, and I feel like she should have, or he should have, like, I don't know. Personally, I just think it was too quick for him to be like, oh, can I use your address? Like if he wanted more than just an address, like, he would have gotten to know her first, not moved in right away. And the thing is, also, I like to walk around in just a t-shirt. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do that if he's here, because he's gonna be on probation. Well, he's on parole, but he's also gonna be on a monitor. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do that if he's here all the time. Like, I just don't get it, and it does make me upset, because I know it's really only my responsibility to take care of my daughter and to make sure she's safe. But when I bring these things up to her, my mom, like, when I bring them up to her and tell her, this is why I don't want nothing to happen to her, she's like, oh, he's not like that. Like, oh, like, what do you mean he's not like that? You don't really know him like that. Like I don't know if I'm just, like, kind of deflecting, what's the word? If I'm just, like, kind of, I think it's deflecting all my trauma onto this. But honestly, I don't want to risk it. I will not risk it ever. I'm so glad that my boyfriend took my side on this, because he feels the exact same way as me. And yeah, like, basically, like, yeah, just come along to see how this plays out. Honestly, my mom kind of acts a little clueless when my boyfriend brings that up, that, like, I've been through a lot and stuff. She kind of acts a little clueless and is like, oh no, he's not gonna do that. Like, no. Like, you don't know that. That's the whole point of this situation, is you don't know that. You don't know him personally. Like, you know what he's told you in there. Like, that's all you really know. Just a little update on what's going on, just because, you know, you guys are my besties. Even though I don't update you guys all the time, you guys are my besties, and I just wanted to, like, you know, let you guys know how it is. No, just can't risk it. I'm just not gonna risk it. I don't care if I'm being way too overprotective. That's my job as a mom, and I was not protected as a child. Really, I wasn't. Like, there's so much that could have been prevented that wasn't prevented, and unfortunately that caused me, like, almost literally a fucking lifetime of trauma. Literally a literal fucking lifetime of trauma that I just don't plan to put my baby through. And, like, there's so many situations that could have been handled differently. And yes, I'm one to talk, because I wasn't the parent in that situation. I was the one going through it. But still, you know, like, I would have handled things so much more differently if I was the parent. But obviously I wasn't the parent, I was the kid. And what do kids know, right? But that was my little story time, guys. I love you so much. If you listen, thank you so much for listening. I don't know if it's short or long. I really don't even know how much I talked, but yeah. My baby's jumping in the background, you know, if you couldn't tell. I also had to hurry because it's almost time for her to eat and stuff, so yeah. We just did our quick little makeup routine. I usually do more and I usually do it heavier, but I didn't want to spend too much time because I didn't know if she was going to get hungry right now or by the time it's time for her to eat, so yeah. But yeah, honestly, comment if you agree with me or if I'm being too overprotective. Yeah, let me know. But yeah, this is the final makeup look, the finished makeup look. I feel like sometimes my under eyes look like, I don't know, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to hashtag like, comment, subscribe, and I'll take you guys along with me and let you guys know how this kind of plays out. So we'll know how this plays out by December. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Bye.